Yo, what is up, guys? You guys, Shiny here for our SPDL Week 5 battle against, what was his Iron Quaker and his Grim City Gallipods, I think. I think I got that one right. So we're down terrible. We're fucking 0-4. Yeah, 0-4. So we, need this win. If we lose 2 games throughout the whole season, okay, so there's 6 weeks left. If we lose 2 games, we're guaranteed out of playoffs. If we lose 1 game, there's a chance we make playoffs, probably a good chance. If we lose, and then if we don't lose anything, like we go undefeated for the rest of the season, then we guarantee make playoffs. So I need to start cranking it up. I need to be fuck. I need to be focused for this match. Okay, so he got the Heatran, Sylveon, Slowbro, Mamoswine, Mega Arrow, Vikavolt, Noivern, Miltank, Zoroark, Vileplume. So pretty fucking good team we're facing. Also, he's like 3rd in the standings. So yeah, he's fucking good. But I feel like we do have a chance this match. Right off the bat, fucking Mamoswine rapes my team. I literally have nothing for that thing. But you know, we can handle. What's it called? So yeah, I expect him to bring. I think he's gonna bring Heatran, Slowbro, Sylveon, Mamo. What's it called? Mega Arrow and Vileplume. Vileplume's a great stop to Coco because Coco puts in the work again. Specs Coco puts in the work against his team once Vileplume goes down. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, HP Fire, Grass Knot. Grass Knot's for Grass Knot's for the Mamoswine. He needs to be either AV or like max HP, max SPDF to take a Grass Knot from Coco. I think the thing might be Scarf though. That seems like a probable bring. What's it called? And then HP Fire's for the Vileplume. I could have ran like Psychic or something, but Fire's good, so that way, if I need to make a mid-ground play, I can just click HP Fire. And then Volt Switch, I just hit his team so hard. 252 special attack, 52 defense, 4 HP, and then 200 speed with the Timid Nature. I outspeed everything except for Mega Arrow. And then the EVs, it's roll. It's like a heavy roll, my favorite. It's like it's a 12% chance for Mega Arrow to OHKO my Coco from full with Earthquake. So next, we got the debut of our boy Golurk here, our boy Juice. Life Orb, No Guard, Rock Polish, Earthquake, Poltergeist, Stone Edge. 36 HP, 4 defense. 4 defense. Max attack, Adamant with a 216 speed. I outspeed his whole team. Okay, I outspeed Aerodactyl creeping for Coco, which is his fastest mob. And then I put it a few points higher, so if he's trying to creep me with like a Scarf Mamoswine or something, I should be able to outspeed that. What's it called? So this thing is very scary against this team. If I get into a good position late game where some things are chipped, I might be able to just win with this thing. It hits like a fucking truck. We got the Lando here. Lefties Intimidate, Earthquake, Edgequake, Stealth Rock U-Turn, 216 HP, 36 attack, 88 defense, 88 SPDF with the Careful Nature, and 80 speed. I'm gonna just be honest, I forget what this set is for. I didn't take notes for this battle. Yeah, I know it takes hits from her. Oh shit, that's supposed to be Yachi. Thank God I caught that before my game. Because we're playing in like 10 minutes. So thank God I caught that. I forget what this thing's to live. It lives like an Icicle Crash. From a Mamo, if the Mamo's not like Adamant or Life Orb or anything. I think it takes like fucking 4 Hyper Voices from Sylveon if I remember correctly. Then it outspeeds, what does it outspeed? I think it outspeeds no speed Miltank. I might be tripping. And then next up, we got our boy Garbodor here, our boy Youngboy, Black Sludge, Aftermath, Spike, Stomping Tantrum, Gunk Shot, Pain Split, 204 HP, 112 attack, 28 defense, 28 SPDF, 136 speed. What this thing does, this thing just switches into Sylveon for days. I think he's gonna bring some type of Babiri set with Mystical Fire for my Scizor. So this thing just switches into it and fucking fucks it. I outspeed uninvested Heatran, I'm pretty sure. I think that's what I creeped. And then Stomping Tantrum to hit the Heatran, Gunk Shot for the Sylveon, Spikes are really good to guarantee KOs and shit, and then Pain Split just to keep my health good. Next up, we got our boy P2 here. Eviolite, Trace Recover, Try Attack, Teleport, Ice Beam, Max HP, 56 defense, calm, I forget, it's plus defense, minus attack, 72 special attack, and then 128 special defense. What this thing does, it's really hard for him to break this thing. He doesn't have a fighting type, so he needs to either knock this thing off or toxic it, or maybe like crit it or something, or set up with something, but like, either way, it's really hard for him to break this P2 set with this team, so this P2 set can like put in work. What if I I think I'm gonna put 1 into speed, so that way I can outspeed Sylveon. Because it and Sylveon are the same base speed. Okay, Latias here. Also, Matt helped with most of these sets, so if I lose, it's his fault, not mine. No, I'm playing. Troy Scarf, Earthquake, Defog, Draco, Trick, outspeeds his full team. The HP EVs aren't for anything. And then 252 special attack modest. This thing's mostly for defogs, but Matt fucking begged me to bring a Scarf Latias, so I guess I'm bringing a Scarf Latias. Also, P2's the only thing that doesn't get fucking cock-rocked by the Mamoswine. So yeah, what's it called? So we have to pray this thing doesn't get knocked off by Mamoswine. Yeah, this thing's mostly for defog though, because webs could be dangerous, but I'm pretty sure he's bringing the 6 that I expect. Let me just validate this. Yeah, alright. I'm fucking nervous as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I will see you in the battle portion. Let's go. Alright, we are back for the battle. He brings the Slowbro, Mamoswine, Sylveon, Noivern, Mega Arrow, and a Miltank. This is basically what I expected. He brought Noivern over Heatran, which that's fine. Heatran coming to this game wasn't a necessity for him. And so yeah, it's probably just like a defogger or something. And then he brings Miltank over Vileplume, which is pretty surprising for me, because Vileplume, like, it was a great check to Coco, but now, like, Coco really looks great against his team. Thunderbolts are super free once the Mamoswine goes down, and then the only thing that can take, like, multiple hits from Coco is the Sylveon, which takes, I think that's 3-hit KO'd, and then the Miltank gets, like, 2-hit KO'd, I think, if it's, like, AV. I don't remember. Either way, I lead P2 here. I wanted to lead Lando, but I figured if he leads Mamo and I lead Lando, that's way too dangerous. What's it called? Because, yeah, like, Lando goes in on my team, but Golduck does look amazing here. So, yeah, I lead P2 here. Even if I get the lead wrong, and it's, like, a bad lead for me, which P2 really doesn't have any bad leads. I mean, what breaks P2 in this matchup? Like a crit Stone Edge, that's about it. Getting knocked off, that's about it. Maybe like Toxic from one of his things. Either way, Pizza's free here, I can just teleport out. So he leads the Miltank, which if I did lead Lando, that would have been amazing for me. But it's still fine. I mean, it's not like this is a horrible matchup or anything. And I traced the Thick Fat, which is good for me because, what's it called? That means it's not Sap Sipper. So, what's it called? It won't, like, soak up the Giga Drain from Coco. So he just clicks his rocks here as I try attack. Oh, yeah. I just wanted to gauge damage on this thing. So this revealed to me that he was like max HP, max SPDF, but what's it called? He's not like AV or anything, obviously, because of the rocks. So yeah, I can just click. Oh, we get the burn. That doesn't really matter unless he actually has like attacking moves. But most mill tanks just run seismic toss anyways. So I'm pretty sure I just click the teleport right here. Oh no, I just go hard out into Garbodor. I think I was expecting a toxic there. Yeah, I was expecting a toxic. That's why I went Garbodor. I see he just clicks the seismic toss, so that reveals to me that he's probably not toxic, which is good because then like P2's kind of free against it. What's he gonna do to me then? So I think I just double out here, expecting the Mamo to come in, or not. What? Oh, that might have been a yeah. I think I expected Slowbro to come in there. My bad if I'm not great at narrating this game. I played this like 2 days ago. Or 3, I don't even remember. So I get Lodios in here on the Slower, which is great for me. I can click Trick here, which is what I click. In hindsight, this isn't the greatest play, because if I'm like Specs Thunderbolt, then this thing probably dies. So like, and Sylveon's just free against this thing. But still, even if I trick the Sylveon, that's not bad for me. So I just play Trick here. He does go Sylveon, which, like, that's fine. That kind of cripples that thing, because that means it can't Wish, it can't Heal Bell, it can't do any of that. All it's left to do is click Hyper Voice, which means Garbodor is free against this thing. As he goes out into Mamoswine. Good prediction there. Actually, I don't even know if that was a prediction. Didn't really matter at all. Because Mamoswine is a fucking god against my team. So I got into Porygon 2 here, because I'm like, okay, he probably just makes the safe play here. I can scout damage, see if he's, like, banned, see if he's, like, whatever. And then I get the Thick Fat too, in case he clicked Ice Move. So he clicks Knockoff here, and I'm like, fuck. And then that also revealed to me that he was not banded, which, like, band is probably, like, the third best item he could have brought. Scarf's probably the best, and then AV second, just to take it from Coco. What's it called? So yeah, I get knocked off here, and I'm like, okay. I thought I lost here, I'll be honest, because, like, if this thing goes down, then what do I have to stop Lando? Nothing at all. So I thought this was game here, but this is when I was like, okay, the only way I win this, the only way at all I win this, it's either with Coco, but I have to get rid of these two things, or with Golurk. But for either of those to happen, I need to get rid of Golurk. I mean, get rid of Mamoswine. So I'm like, okay. Whenever I get into a position where, with Coco, where it looks like I need to click Thunderbolt, for example, I have it in on, like, I have it in on this, or I have it on this, or even that. Oh, shit. Let me pause this. Okay, sorry about that. We are back now. So I'm like, okay, whenever I'm in a position where it looks like the Mamoswine is obviously gonna come in on Coco, since he doesn't have Vileplume, yeah. So this is his only switching into Thunderbolts. Like, it's his best switching. So I'm like, okay, I need to click Grass Knot and predict the next time I get into a position like Coco. I just start clicking recover here because I saw that it did less than 50%. I'm chancing a crit here, which I hate, but I just need to get back to a good enough HP stat to where I can go from there. He goes out into the Sylveon, which is perfectly fine for me. I kinda expect a Toxic to come off here, but I just teleport, and then he goes out into his Aerodactyl here. I sent in Coco like really fast because I wanted to bluff me being Scarfed. Cause if like I bluff being Scarfed and he goes into Mamo, cause then he'll think, oh, I just Thunderbolt, then I get like basically a free kill. Cause he can just switch it on that. So I'm like, okay, I'm going into this, I'm gonna bluff the Scarf, and then I'm gonna click Grass Knot. So Coco comes in, and this works to perfection. I click Grass Knot here as the Mamo comes in. I click Grass Knot, I get a crit there, which kind of matters. I say kind of, cause like it was still a roll to kill. He revealed to me after the game that he was AV, so I ran the calc, and it was exactly a 25% chance for me to kill. Without the crit, of course, it's guaranteed with the crit. But like, even so, it would have revealed to him that I'm Specs, so he just goes out into like Miltank or Sylveon, or he just goes out into something from there. And then what's it called? Then we play from there. But this thing would be chipped to a point where I don't even think it could switch in on rocks. So like the grass not crit there kind of matters, but I don't really believe it matters. And even so, I made a great prediction there. So like I won't say I deserve that, but it's good for me. So we crit there. I'm pretty sure that showed him that I was Specs, because if he was AV, I think now it was a crit. So that probably did conceal my Specs actually. So he goes out into his arrow here. I assume he's caught on to me. Caught on to me not being Scarf. So I go Lando here. This wasn't even a prediction or anything. I'm just like, honestly, I really don't need Lando here. Like, it's not the worst in this matchup, but it gets walled by Slowbro. And it also gets walled by defensive Sylveon. So, yeah, Lando's not the best in this matchup. And if I can get rocks up on this thing, because, like, as long as he doesn't predict and Ice Fang me here, which I doubt he has. No, because he'd be at -1, so I might even be able to live 2 since I'm Yachi. But, like, getting up rocks here is, like, really clutch for me. So that's just what I want to do. He clicks Quake here. So, yeah. He goes out into the Slowbros. I Stone Edge there. In case he was Ice Fang. Because that would have done, like, great damage to where he couldn't switch in on rocks anymore. So yeah, that's why I click Stone Edge instead of rocks. But I just click rocks here. I know the Slowbro can't kill me with any move. He just clicks Scald. That's fine. I don't even mind getting burned here. I don't get burned, but like even so, I wouldn't mind. So I can just U-turn out here, see what its spread is. That revealed to me that he was defensive. I'm pretty sure that revealed he was like max HP, max defense bolt. So, and that also revealed his Rocky Helmet, which means, like, no leftovers, no AV, no Wakan Berry, which is, like, great for me. Great for me. And Golurk looks amazing in this match, especially with the rocks up. And the memo being down. So if I get a chance to set it up for free, I could go crazy with that thing. So I just go out into this thing here. I doubted he had Ice Beam since he didn't click it the first turn. So this thing's just free. And then I can just... What did I do? Did I click these? I think I predicted a switch and went Garb. Yeah, I predicted the Sylveon switch and went Garbodor. Thankfully, that does work out for me. And then I can just set a Spike here because he's obviously switching out. He goes back into the Slowbro, which that's perfectly fine. I just set the Spike there. I go out to Lando here. This is a sack because I'm like, what's it called? I just sack Lando here because I go out into Coco and then fuck someone's shit up. So yeah, I'm fine with sacking that there because I just go into Coco and then this thing dies to a Thunderbolt. Everything dies to a Thunderbolt except for Miltank, which gets to a KO'd from that range. And Sylveon takes 2, I'm pretty sure. Which is why I Volt Switch here instead of clicking Thunderbolt. That's not the worst play. Thunderbolt probably would have been better. But, yeah. So I can just go out into P2 here. Cause I forgot that thing was leftover, so I was like, okay, it's just gonna die to its burn this turn. So then, and P2's my best thing, cause if I sent in Garbodor, he goes into like this thing or this thing. If I send in Golurk, he goes into like one of his other threats, probably like Slow. I don't even know. But he goes into something and gets Chip off on me, to where I probably die to my own Life Orb. If I go Latios, that brings in the Noivern. or if this thing has like crunch, or even the Sylveon. So like, and since he doesn't have like many winning matchups for the Porygon, that's why I go there, because I thought this thing would die. But leftovers goes before burn, which sucks. So he gets off a free milk drink here. I just click try attack a couple times. That probably wasn't the greatest. I probably should have went hard Cocoa after. So he milk drinks there. I probably should have went hard Cocoa right now, but I was scared of the seismic toss. But like every time Cocoa comes in, it gets a kill basically. So I went out into Cocoa right here. As he switches out into Noivern on the same turn. So that's like pretty good for me, as long as this thing's not Scarf, which I don't think it is. And even if it's Scarf, I'm pretty sure it doesn't get like a good move pool. Like its best thing to hit me would be like Boom Burst. And that would have revealed to me that he's Scarf. So then I just go out into this thing, set up, and win. So yeah, Coco's free as fuck here. I just click Thunderbolt and kill something. He realizes that, sacks off the Noivern. It's good for me. He goes into his Aerodactyl right here. A Thunderbolt would kill, but I'm like, okay, if this thing's Hone Claws, and he Hone Claws predicting me to switch out, that's terrible for me. I might just lose from there. So like, I'd rather just sack Cocoa here, not risk anything. If he kills me, fine. Golurk still looks amazing. So yeah, I'd rather that than if he was Hone Claws, which by the way, he sent me a sets, he was Hone Claws. So yeah. So he does Earthquake there, killing my Cocoa. That's perfectly fine. As long as I get a chance to sell it up with Golurk, I basically win. So I can just go out into my P2 here. That's the thing that eats hits from this the best. I just click Ice Beam here, I think. Yeah, I do click Ice Beam, in case he stayed in Stone Edge or something. So I just teleport out here. This is basically my perfect opportunity to set up with Golurk, because he already revealed Stealth Rock, Seismic Toss, Milk Drink. So that makes me think his last move is probably like Thunder Wave or something like that. As long as it's not toxic, I'm fine. And since I teleported, that's a free pivot into the Golurk. So I can set up here with the Golurk. So I go out into this thing. He switches out into his Slowbro here, predicting like a Earthquake, probably. No. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me rewind that. So I went out hard into my Golurk. Like, after the teleport, I clicked the button for Golurk really quickly, because I wanted to bluff, me having Dynamic Punch. Because that would have killed this thing. So I wanted to bluff me having Dynamic Punch, which is why I went hard out into this thing. And if he does switch out on that, then that's perfect setup opportunities for me. So, yeah, as you saw before, he does switch out into a Slowbro. I just set up the Rock Polish. The Slowbro is in range of a Poltergeist right here, even though it's max HP, max defense. So yeah, Poltergeist pops off, hits that thing, boom, and then now I basically have this game won. I can just click Earthquake here. The only way I'd lose this game, so, to be adamant, I had to, like, not guaranteed outspeed Aerodactyl. So, the only way I lost this game, like, even had a chance of losing this game with my Golurk going down, is if he, like, didn't speed creep. If he, like, rushed the match or something and didn't speed creep his Aerodactyl, that's the only way I lost. So, yeah. He just goes out into his Sylveon here, like, for some reason. I could just click Earthquake there. He goes back into his Melting down. I just click Stone Edge here. It does 26 minimum to his spread. So, what's it called? It's free here. I didn't need to, but I just wanted to hurry this matchup. So yeah, because it guaranteed kills, so there's no point in not clicking it, in case he went into the Aerodactyl. So yeah, I just do that, and then Aerodactyl comes in, and then I Stone Edge that thing, boom. We finally, it took us fucking 5 weeks, we finally won our first game of the season. We did it. And it was a good win too. Golurk won in that game. So yeah, it's comeback season. We are coming back. Just kidding, I'm fucking ass. But still. Yeah, that was a great win for me. GG to Iron Quacker. Thank you guys all for watching. I will see you guys next time. Peace.